Today on the Practice of the Practice podcast, we have Kevin Harrington. Kevin has been a successful entrepreneur for over 40 years. He's an original shark on the Emmy-winning TV show Shark Tank. He's also the inventor of the infomercial, as seen on TV pioneer, and co-founder of the Electronic Retailers Association. Kevin's also an author for the newest book that he has, Mentor to Millions. Kevin, welcome to the Practice of Practice podcast.
Joe, great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I am so excited about this new book of yours and just hearing from an original shark. And I mean, there's so many directions that we could go. But I'd love to just start with this book that you just wrote. Why is this book relevant right now? What's the basic premise of it? And then we can kind of go where the conversation goes after that.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe I'll take 30 seconds high level just to talk about how I got to even getting to that book. And you mentioned, Shark Tank and infomercials. And just real quick, I'm a serial entrepreneur. If I go back when I first started my first business, it was more than 40 years ago. Because my father, I joke, I had a mentor when I was 11 years old. His name was Charlie. That was my dad. My dad said, "You need to start your own business, Kevin." And so when I was in high school, I had a driveway sealing business. In college, I had a heating and air conditioning installation business with 25 employees, 6 trucks going out every day while I was going to college in the mornings. And so I built that business while I was in college back in the 70s into the equivalent of a north of a $5 million business while I was going to school. So this is all the way back, many, many years ago. But so one day I'm sitting watching my cable TV that I had just ordered. And when cable first came out, they didn't have hundreds of channels. They had 30 channels because it was brand new back in the early 80s. You had CNN for news and HBO for movies and ESPN for sports. I got to the last channel, channel 30, and nothing was playing. And I called the cable company and said, "Hey, I'm paying for 30 channels. I've got 29 of them. I love the 29 channels I'm getting, but there's nothing on channel 30. And they said, "Oh, keep tuned in because it's only an 18-hour-a-day channel. It's brand new. It's called the Discovery Network, and they don't have 24 hours a day because it's a new channel that doesn't have a budget for 24 hours." So I said, "So what's going to happen those 6 hours?" They said, "Oh, it's just dead airspace." And I'm like, "Dead airspace? Can I put something on there and work with you guys in some kind of a profit split?" They said, "Hey, you got something to put on 6 hours a day? Bring it down." So I went in, met with them, and that's when I started figuring, hey, I can put products on there. So this is the beginning of the modern day infomercial. I was doing kitchen products, fitness products, Tony Little, Jack LaLanne and the Juicer, George Foreman, Billy Mays, 50 Cent's headphones, Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton's lip plumpers, okay? I mean, you name it. We did hundreds and hundreds of products. We went public on the New York Stock Exchange, and we went from 0 to 500 plus million in market value. The stock went from $1 a share to $20 a share. So here, I sat with this amazing business and all that. Who calls next? Mark Burnett. And he's like, "Hey, Kevin, we're doing this new show. It's a business show. It's called Shark Tank. Can I meet with you and tell you all about it?" And at first I was skeptical because I said, Shark Tank doesn't sound like a business show. It's, Mark Burnett produces Survivor. He does some crazy things to people on that show. What's he going to do to people on Shark Tank? Okay. So anyway, make a long story short, I met with Mark, did the pilot and the first 175 segments of Shark Tank, had a lot of fun. And now I'm in the business of, continuing to do products, but I also have been mentoring entrepreneurs. And that really kind of brings us up to today. My book, Mentor to Millions, is about a journey I have with one of my mentees and the magical transformation that he has in the process. So we teach you about mentoring, how to get mentors, how to be a good mentor, how to be a good mentee also. So that's what Mentor to Millions is all about. And I hope that gives you a quick little overview of how it all came to be.